Hello, the audience. We are back in the TARDIS, and I wanted to wait until I made another TARDIS video. I wanted to wait. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. My point is, I wanted to wait until I actually had stuff to show off, and okay, I don't care. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so yeah, my point is, I wanted to wait until I had enough of stuff to show off and make a new thing, and I have one of those things. So yeah, we're going to be showing off a bunch of stuff and hopefully thinking of something else to do. I added some stuff in here. I don't think I had Music Disc 11 before. I added the Moment, the Adhesion Gel, the Giant Spawn Egg, the Memento Mortem, and the Afton Box. So there you go. I also added one or two new things down here. I have zero way to gauge the difficulty of any of these anymore, because I can't really have contact with new people. So yeah, we've got this. And the hint is just consequences. I was thinking of redoing the hint for this one, and then also one of the others. I don't remember. I think this one I want to redo as well. Anyway, I think the rest are pretty fine. People have been able to guess them without too much difficulty. We're going this way. I don't have the map on me because I realized there were a shitload of spelling errors and I need to remake that anyway. Kind of a bad April Fool's video, but that's kind of the point. So, yeah. I added quite a lot, actually. I believe this is where we were last time, because that was the, whatever, and then that was the episode after that. I don't remember what I added this way. This is where I added a couple new things. This is where I added a redstone puzzle. Have you seen this before? I definitely modified it if I have shown it off before. It's alright, I think. It does its job. You look at it, you're a bit confused, and then that's about it. You just have redstone. Yeah. In here, I have a spaceship. I had something very similar on my original Peaceful map in the PS3 version. But there is even an airlock. Ta-da! And a spacesuit. Until they add something better that you can wear on your head that covers your entire head. Pumpkins are just going to have to do. We'll go over there in just a minute. First, we actually have to go down the terrifying water hallway. And if you actually sat through the April Fool's video and thought that it was a regular video, like the one person that has watched it has thought, which is something I'm going to have to make sure I make more clear. The thing is, with the original cut, the original cut of the April Fool's video last episode was much more obvious that I was fucking with you. Like, it was very slow, and I had to, like, I don't know, it was like a full hour long and shit. But, oh yeah, this is a bedroom, by the way. This is my bedroom, specifically. It's got a bed. It's nice and pufferfish. This took hours. And I put Chirp in here, because I like that music disc. Yeah, but anyway, oh yeah, this is just this. But then my brother came in and unplugged his phone, which jostled the whole setup and unplugged my microphone. And that was right before I recorded the whole hour-long thing. And I literally recorded it the night before April 1st, so time was of the essence, and I was tired, and it just was a whole shit show. Yeah, so hopefully next year I'll do something better. This is just a Skyblock thing. On the map I have this listed as content because of, also with the whole setup thing, it's all now moved to my room, so theoretically we shouldn't have problems like that anymore. Everything is all neat and all the wires go where I know, and the microphone is plugged in, just checked. Probably should check that before recording, but whatever. But yeah, anyway, I call it room content because that's its official name now, Skyblock. Because it was, there's a whole multiverse, like, update on, well, I don't think it's out yet, but there's a whole multiverse snapshot on the PC version, so when that gets added to Bedrock in 10, 20 years, then we can make videos on that. The music discs in Minecraft are interesting. I don't necessarily like them. They're kind of like Noelle's theme from Deltarune, where, like, you know, I'm not too fond of it initially, but I'm warming up to them. And I'm starting to kind of dig the song. So this is the maze, which is kind of fun because it looks like the rest of the TARDIS. So when people, you know, get into it, they don't exactly know they're in a maze until it's too late. Yeah. So this took me actually only 2 days to make the entire maze. It's got 100 intersections. That is about it, and I am already lost. I thought I would be further along by now. Okay. This maze has a habit of lasting slightly longer than you'd expect. Yeah, reaching the other, like, side of it is really time-consuming. There we go. I believe this... Yes, alright. Also added, like, a whole complex fake wall, which I think we're almost at. This thing is huge. Am I at a corner? Alright, nice. I think we're almost at the wall. Oh, this is like the almost end. And now... That's alright, we got like 3 intersections to go. Yeah, this is the actual wall. This is the other wall. And we're out. Sweetness. Yeah, I don't remember the whole thing. This is a little hard to explain, but bear with me. Oh, fuck. How? I might have to look at that. This is a piston, and there's a cobblestone generator on the other side. And this is a giant obsidian silo. And then these are more pistons, pushing more cobblestone through on this side. And then if we go all the way up here, there's a whole big redstone circuit that dispenses TNT. Ooh, which broke. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the whole idea is that it's not supposed to do that. Alright, that's annoying. Alright. There we go. I don't know why that happened. I'm not going to move the whole thing up, but I might have to at one point in the future. Anyway, but the point is this is a big achievement for me because on my original Peaceful Map on the PS3 version, this was like, you know, a cool thing. I wanted to automate a cobblestone generator, and this has done that. So long as you keep a steady supply of TNT. It's not perfectly realistic for survival mode, but if you do have an absorbent amount of TNT in single player and you don't know what to use it on, just this is a pretty good idea. It's worked out somewhat well. Yeah. Is in here working? Yes, I put water in there because even though technically those hoppers should never blow up, they still do anyway. So that's why the entire thing's made of obsidian. Logically, anything below where the cobblestone is doesn't need to be obsidian, but it is anyway because, you know, Minecraft is magic and it blows shit up anyway. This took me actually longer than, yeah, just the lighting system actually took me longer than... I don't know why I didn't turn off the lights last time. The lighting system actually took me longer than the fucking maze. Just because it was hard to, like, pace them out. Because I didn't know what I necessarily wanted with it, and I needed it to all do that. Neat. But yeah, this is a whole ice boat racetrack, which I'm not going to go on because it's frustrating, because it's ice boat. But yeah, that's that whole thing, and there's some lighting glitches, which I will fix right now. Right? Does that fix those lighting glitches? Oh yes, very nice. Alright, cool. And that is, I think, everything that I've done so far. Ow! Didn't expect it to be so bright. Yeah, alright. Apart from some pixel art I did in the distance, which I'm not showing you until much later, I assume. Yeah, alright. There's an idea I'm spitballing with. I'm thinking of doing a similar thing, but just over here because I have more depth, I can do more stuff. That's going to be like a secret underground passage, but it's 2 blocks tall and can't go under anything, so kind of defeats the point. Actually, I think I did add something right over here, starting a bit earlier so you can't see it. So I'm pretty committed to just leaving those doors open. I might just remove the doors. I don't know. Or just redo that hallway in some way. No, that's the well. Okay. Oh, I feel my voice giving out. I should probably not be doing this. Okay, yeah, this is the thing. The hallway just turns sideways. Which I really like the idea of, but there are 2 problems. Problem 1, that's supposed to be the roof and is tiled wrong. I never noticed this, but quartz blocks have different bottoms than they do every other side, and the only way I've seen to fix that is to make the roof of the entire TARDIS chiseled quartz blocks, because they actually have the same bottom. But that would require me to take out the roof of every single room in this TARDIS just so this looks better. And even then, I don't like this as a roof. I'm trying to figure out how to get... But I can't get the side to tile like this. The other thing that I find annoying is that I can't get up or down without these vines. I'm trying to figure out how to do something like that. But can't figure out how to do it without these vines, so I just kind of make it look broken as well. And also, beyond... oh yeah, this lever does something. Beyond... having the cool effect of, you're walking and all of a sudden, whoa, it's sideways. You can't really do much with this idea, because any right turn would lead into the void, or even if it didn't, would just lead to more falling, and then any left turn, nothing. Nothing. Jesus Christ. Nothing. Like, you just can't get up there anyway. And then I can't put doors sideways, so it's not like I can have sideways rooms. So yeah, it's, I don't know. Cool concept. I just need something better to do with it. And I think that's actually it. I did hide a bunch of Easter eggs around the TARDIS, which I might show off one day. That lever is part of one of them. Yeah. I also hid a bunch of Easter eggs in... I hid an Easter egg in each cell of the prison. Only one of them can be found on vanilla, and even then... you probably shouldn't try it. I also have experienced the fact that this tree just disappeared one day. I think it was the lightning thing that I mentioned a while ago. But that's fucked up everything, because you can see the top of that now. And I can't get this to regrow. I keep bone mealing it. So I might have to, create my own fucked up tree. Yeah. And that is it. So let's go outside the TARDIS and try and figure out what we want to build. I want to get something done on this. I should probably work on the outside room too, but it is massive. Which is the reason I haven't worked on it. That's why it's taken so long, is because I'm not trying. Yeah, this whole thing, this whole piston setup is a bitch. I did remake all of the redstone circuits to just be a logical paradox, but slower. So that way it's impossible for everything to jam up, which means the console room actually works. I fixed that problem. Speaking of which, we should have a second console room. That's actually a really good idea. Because I've always... The thing is, with the original TARDIS map, I had several console rooms. And it's just like, if I'm building on that part of the TARDIS at the time, it's better to have a console room over there, so it feels more like, spaceship. I should totally have a console room more towards my bedroom. That seems... Because I don't want to get wet every time I go here. Alright, so we're going to have a console room over here. The rest of the TARDIS, I want to go out this way? Yeah. I can improvise a bit with that. Okay. So we'll build the console room here. Yeah, okay. I wanted to get to a point where I can not worry about this so much. So we're going to go, and the walls need to be at least pretty much where it is now. Assuming I want to do it like that, which I definitely don't. So, start destroying this, grabbing our essential blocks, and then going. I don't have a topic to talk about, and my phone is in my pocket, so I can easily look up a topic to talk about. I have not read Reddit on this channel in ages. I've also not made a video on this channel in ages. That's a lie. I have. I've made several in ages. But it's just, kind of weird looking back at my history where, like, for a decent stretch of time I had daily uploads, and then all of a sudden it's like once a month. So it looks like I've completely dropped off when it comes to how frequently I upload, which is true. But it is not fun. Yeah, whatever. It's just a matter of everyone's inside all the time. It's hard to, I don't know. Less about noise, more about the psychological thing. I don't want people listening to me while I'm broadcasting this. Okay, so this one is going to be the last one, and then we have the doors. And, the first console room is sort of loosely based on the original console room from the show, and every other console room that I've had has really not been based on a console room from the show. So just because they're a little too complicated, like all the other ones apart from the first one, they're a little. The first ones, I suppose they kept that until like the 80s, but once they started with Sylvester McCoy with the giant library, they really have. I don't know. Future me, put up a picture of number 11's first TARDIS. Yeah, that. You can't build that in Minecraft. There's too many weird angles and. Yeah, okay, so. What if I built something that was kind of similar to number 11's first TARDIS, but obviously wasn't? So I'm gonna grab. Where is it? Stairs. I need stairs. Where are the stairs? Where are the stairs? There are the stairs. Okay, quartz stairs. Alright, so I want it to the. Alright, I gotta look up an image of this. Do I want the walls to be quartz? I kind of forgot how I made other console rooms in the past. Alright. So, first most notable thing, it's no, because this. All right, so this is going to be because I have to think of it not from this is the entrance. This is the entrance to the rest of the TARDIS. Like it goes this way, that way. So this is going to be like again loosely based on it. So this is going to be like up in like a corner, and then down here we're going to have like the main doors like over here. And there's going to be like up, and then the main door is going to start lower than the whole console room. So what colors do we want for this? Obviously more orangey take. There's no real good orangey blocks. I mean, there's red sandstone, but I feel like that doesn't work very well. Where is red sandstone? Is it in the stone section? No. It's not going to be that section either. There we are. Smooth red sandstone. Let's see what this looks like. Kinda awkward. But that is the aesthetic we're going for, isn't it? I don't... Okay, and then I could have the underlighting be sea lanterns. I need better doors. What kind of doors do we need? I want to have, like, like, I want it to face that way. I think that would... Just the color scheme works. Looks like a helmet. I am... Oh, fuck. This is a really hard one to make. Alright, so let's get rid of these. I'm gonna commit to making smooth red sandstone work. Okay. Very nice. Alright, that's gonna be... that. I need... what do I want? Okay. Glass. I should have glass for the floors. Oh, how do I do glass for the floors but still make it look like that? I suppose inverting the doors with that. Let's try this. Okay, and then let's do that. How about that shit? That way it looks great on both sides and shit when you use them. Ooh, how about this? How about this? How about this? Watch this shit. If we do nothing. There we go. And it needs to be wooden doors because I don't... Or... Oh, huh. Here we go. What if this just takes a corner? Because that's what they do in the show, don't they? They just... At least in this one, they don't just have, like, a door that leads to the rest of the TARDIS. It, like, they go around a corner. So maybe this is just up here, and then, yeah, when they go up the staircase, they just walk into the rest of the TARDIS seamlessly. That would be kind of neat. Okay, let's do that then. So I still need something in terms of a walkway. Okay. It's glass with like a metal edging. So I don't... Yeah, that would look alright. If we just go over to sandstone and grab the... I have completely lost where the sandstone is. There it is, okay. And then I think we're gonna also have quartz around this, so it looks like a, you know, sort of like it stands out in the TARDIS. Like, hey, this is the entrance to the rest of the damn thing. Okay, not bad. As long as that's like the top. That's gonna be like the top corner. Let's do that. And then it would have to extend a maximum of this many. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit. Odd number on each side or even number? It would have to be an even number if we want the thing in the middle to look good. Alright. And then we won't worry about what the rest of the wall looks like just yet. We'll just make like a sort of outline. Okay. We can do that sort of thing. Yeah. Alright. We could make it... Could we? No, let's not. Alright. Alright, we gotta do that next. Since that's the corner. And then how do we want to do these? Alright, let's go over here. How many do I have of these? I have, in between the walls, 3 of them. Do we want 3 or 4? The whole thing looks kind of like a box. I mean, it looks like a triangle. But, should I make it a triangle? No. No, that'd be a terrible idea. Actually, I just realized, is this actually going to be, like, smaller? 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? 3, 4, 5. Okay, yes, it is 10. How am I miscounting? How am I always miscount when I make these. Always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Okay, yes, I understand. Alright. 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 Jesus Christ. Alright, yes. Alright, yes. It is bigger than the old one. Alright. Fuck off. Entrance I want to kind of be down here and in this corner. So how tall do we want to make it? We can only make it so tall. So, if assuming the maximum height is here, and then we need to actually make, let's work out what we want to do for the edge first. Is that good? A bit claustrophobic. Let's try this. Better, much better. So 1, 2, 5 in the middle. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, now that feels... Yeah, there we go. That feels like a spaceship. It doesn't. It shouldn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have to just make sure I get that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I always fuck this next bit up, but this should now logically be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did it first try. First fucking try I did it. Okay, nice. Cool. So now we have proper dimensions for this, and now we can just put that all the way over here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go. Nice. Alright, so the pillar is going to be right there, the time rotor. Did I actually forget that it was called a time rotor earlier? I just said thingy. It's not a thingy, it's a time rotor. Alright, so we'll put the rotor in the middle, obviously. It's a TARDIS after all. Okay, so that can only go up 13. So we need to gauge what that looks like. Why do I keep grabbing sticks on accident? So 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think it physically can go any lower than that. So let's actually 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is more than enough. Because if this is going to be the roof, which actually should we? We're going to make it like a sort of pyramid kind of thing, where it's going to have like a little bit of a lip there. Yeah, look at that. Okay. It's going to have like a more gradual sort of thing. And then that's going to cover the whole thing. I think, right? Would that look good? I think it would look alright. It would look certainly better than doing 2 layers of that. Although, should I think making those stairs would make it look more awkward almost. Let's try it. That'd be a bitch to do, wouldn't it? Actually, no, it wouldn't. I'm gonna try it. There we go. I am fantastic at this. Oh my god, I'm doing it. Holy shit, I'm actually doing good. No, actually that does look better. Okay, I'll do that then. We'll burn that bridge as we cross it. So, yeah, the top will be here, and then I want like a sort of I do actually want this lower then. Okay, so top's gonna be here. Alright, that's the maximum length. We cannot have it any longer, and that fits pretty perfectly, actually. So, if we just have... What happened to the rest of the things? Did I really destroy... God damn it. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, there we go. Now we'll have the rest of the pillar. I think I'll just make it out of white right now. We can change it to whatever it needs to be in a bit. This is what's cool about having a giant pillar like this, is that, yeah. Is that, you know, you can have different styles to it. So, like, this section could be 3 of something, and then 2 of something, then 1 of something, then 3 of something, whatever. So, yeah, you can make it look all kinds of neat. So I think this should go down by 2. And we won't worry about turning or anything just yet. So then I need to... Or what stairs would look like on this just yet. Alright, so that's going to be the main floor. Alright, this is the level that the main floor is going to be on. And then I think we'll go down another... Oh, yes, that would work perfectly. Because then over here we're going to go down like another 2 levels. Because the doors are going to be like here. We're going to do the doors here. Okay. Yeah. Another 2 levels. That way, you know, you start at the door and then you can go up to that bit or down to this bit. Where we're going to have... actually some of this and some pistons of the regular variety, because we're gonna have pistons on the other side doing the same stuff. Just pushing down though, and I'm gonna hide those, so the wiring for this will be exposed and so will the circuits, but you know, some of the wiring will go out and then, you know, off screen, whatever, out of bounds will then go up and then activate the pistons up here, which then you'll never see, because theoretically these would be in the ceiling, and this is its actually low state, so these could actually be, you know, whatever. It could actually be 1 taller, but I'm good with the way it is. Okay, so, yeah. Alright. So I'm going to start with finishing the framework. In that time, because it's just going to be pretty grindy, I'm going to go to Ask Reddit and find something. Okay. Star Wars fans of Reddit, what moment of the prequel trilogy or the sequel trilogy did you hate the most? I'm not bringing this up because I'm opinionated. I'm bringing this up for the opposite reason. I actually really like the prequels and the sequels way more than the originals. I honestly think a few of the scenes that people hate on the most define Star Wars for me. Like, I'm serious. Like the death sticks. The death stick scene is the famous one that I always bring up. That's just one of my favorites in all of Star Wars. It's so good. Like, I don't know. I love really cheesy stuff like that. But just like other people hate it, and I don't get. But anyway, my least favorite part. Okay. Yeah, again, I picked it because it's tough. I'm gonna, ironically, go with what everyone kind of said, but I don't know. I think, spoiler warning, obviously, for Star Wars. Hey, alright, fine. Whoa, this is looking bland as hell. It's fine, I'll add lights or whatever to that. I should probably think about that now. What do I want to do for texture? Because it's going to be pretty dark, actually, so... As stupid as this may look, I kind of want to see what it does look like, at least. Going for a Halloween theme. actually doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Honestly, you can barely tell they're pumpkins, even. Alright, I might go with something like that. I just gotta keep in mind that it's gonna be a bit weird when spacing, because it's an odd number. Okay. Fuck. Oh, yes, there it is. Got the nitpick. Okay. So at the end, minor spoiler really. At the end of Rise of Skywalker, I think, the most recent one, episode 9. Rey has her own lightsaber, like she made a lightsaber, which I have a problem with because where the hell did she get a kyber crystal? The planet that kyber crystals came from not only got completely harvested by the Sith, completely, like just entirely. Theoretically, there would be none there, but even if she could find one there, it blew up in Episode 7. That was Starkiller Base. Anyway, yeah, so that's just my one nitpick. What common saying annoys you? Now wait for more frustration to kick in. Common saying annoys me. There has to be at least one. There's a common saying I used in a video recently that I actually used correctly. It was a Breath of the Wild thing. I suppose it's a common saying that people just get wrong a lot. Like, it literally means something and they use it the opposite way. Not noticing, I guess. It's like if you hear someone say at, like, confusing at least with at most. It's violently wrong. I suppose anything like that. What's the most useless fact I know? What the wingdings say on my All Glitches in Deltarune video that I'm very proud of. What's a song that's so funky it makes you say, damn, that's funky? Death by Glamour. What was the moment that you realized someone was obsessed with you in an unhealthy way? Okay. What's a delicious poor man's meal? Bread. What sport will be a million times better if all players were drunk? Shuffleball. Shuffleboard, not shuffleball. Shuffleball is not a thing. Shuffleboard, just because it would be incredibly... Because I feel like you'd have to do it with angry drunks. You could not do it with, like, you know, casual, whatever. Because the game's already, whatever. Like, I want to see people get super angry and competitive over shuffleboard. What is your favorite candy? Twizzlers. Okay. Because they're not straight. Alright, I'm done. What is something socially acceptable done by a woman, but not done by a man? Taking a shit in a woman's restroom. What's the worst possible question to ask on a first date? How much do you weigh, or how tall are you, or famous examples, I guess. What's your credit score? To the people who steal packages from porches, why are you a fucking cunt? What's something on Earth that seems like it should be straight out of a science fiction movie? Like half the things here. Oh my god, have you thought about what's on this planet? Worms? Like worms. Tentacles in the dirt that eat dirt. Jellyfish, they're immortal. Even just like, you know, even more regular shit. Like, cars. Cars are another great example. That's something that seems straight out of a science fiction movie. Like, could you imagine if that was... I've already said this at some point in the past, but if cars were like a science fiction concept, there would totally be car pirates, and it would be the dumbest shit ever. And that's my point, is when, like, people talk about, like, space pirates, it's like, oh, well, you know, the seas have pirates, why not space? It's like, because space, that's not... It wouldn't... You know, if there were space pirates, there would be car pirates. Car pirates is stupid. Dumb idea. There would be no space pirates. End of story. Oh my god. What would be the worst thing to have 1 million of? doctorates. Hear me out, because you'd probably have a shitload of student loans. What's something that's cute when a kid does it, but embarrassing / weird when an adult does it? I'm really considering not saying this. Kisses a 6-year-old girl on the cheek. Really creepy when an adult does it. If sacred white people burial grounds were cursed in the same manner, what curses would there be? In the middle of the night, you hear rustling in the kitchen, and you show up, and there's avocado toast. That's pretty much all I got. or you turn off your lights, and in the distance you hear someone whispering, "Not that there's anything wrong with that." What mythical creature do you feel has the highest probability of being real? If any of them were real, I'm going to go ahead and say they're extinct. Because we live in the day and age where basically every part of the planet is monitored, for the exception of large swaths of forest, but even then, we move around. Things in there move around. We've crossed paths at some point, I'm sure. So, something going extinct in the past. I mean, unicorn's a pretty good example of, there was probably a horned creature in the past that people misconstrued. I don't know. Maybe there was a furry fish at some point. Just coming from local cryptids. Maybe there was a fur fish at some point in the past. Who knows? Probably people that know about fish and know that fur is probably impossible, but still. Who is the least problematic and universally beloved celebrity in your opinion? Like a really hairy dolphin. I meant that as a response to the last question. Not this one. Who's the least problematic and universally beloved celebrity? Keanu Reeves. That's going to be the celebrity, not a really hairy dolphin. But I'm sure there was a really hairy dolphin at some point, and people... That could be considered a fur fish. I know he's not a fish, but it's not a fish, but whatever. What is the pettiest, silliest, most meaningless hill you are willing to die on? Ramirez is getting added to Smash. I don't care what anyone says. Also, the other hill I was going to die on, which is Raul Sees a Girl. Toby Fox has confirmed that he isn't. I will still defend myself as to say that that wasn't explicitly clear, and I think that there were a few things that led me in the wrong direction, in fairness, but, still. What is your theme song? Fuck, I should have it. Oh, I have a theme song. I literally have a theme song. It's Dreamer, that plays as my intro. I think it's Dreamer, or is it, like, Coffee something? I think it's Dreamer. I have it linked at the description of every single video that has it, at least. Anyway. What cheap things are not worth the money? Alright, not gonna lie, this video has completely changed. I just answered a shitload of questions on Reddit. Future me, just put in the good ones, I guess. Settled on this pillar. I'll polish the rest of the console room in the meantime. For future reference, we might start episodes in this sort of an area now, and I'm going to build more rooms sort of over here. Yeah, this doesn't look half bad. Bedroom over here, and then the rest of the TARDIS is going to be sort of over here. I've got to add a turn as well, because I don't want this to be visible from other rooms. It's going to be fine, though. Whoa. I really like the effect. Okay, I'll polish this off screen. So, yeah. Good night, everybody.